This is a follow-up review. We're a couple of years now into the use of the Oklahoma Joe 3-in-1 grill, and this is a how is it holding up, am I still pleased? And to start out the video saying yes, I have almost no complaints with this grill for the price point. I'm tickled. I did end up using the side burner more than I thought, and just to prove one thing that's holding up pretty well compared to some of the other grills that I've had. Burner. The electric ignition still fires right up. I found that I mostly use this for igniting my chimney, getting it going. The side burner works well for that. It does still heat up like a champ. Part of that heat, I did end up burning up a set of the grill covers, and I actually keep my grill covered. Oklahoma Joe finally did come up with a fitted cover, so it's not like I'm leaving it out in the open. But those grill covers did rot out from the heat, and I found a set of aluminum. It's a cover plate for a tailgate on a truck, and I cut it down to size, bent it up a little bit, and that warping right there is bending, not actually from heat, where I was getting it to try and fit into the slots. And this is working well. I don't think I'll ever have to replace it again. Those burners are staying clear, in good shape. You can see the remnants of the old covers down there in the bottom. As you can see, I don't clean the grill out very often. So that slides into place and protects the grill grates, or the grill burners well, all three of them. That was one mod that I did. Again, the mods with the sealing up the grill working well. This was, I went ahead and got rid of that glass tape that I was trying to use, and I ended up putting Crisco around the seam, and then putting a bead around the top of the lid on the clean surface. And when you close the lid, the Crisco keeps the caulk from sticking to the lower portion of the lid, and you end up getting a form-fitted seal. Helps the efficiency, and it's holding up well. I had to do it in a couple of spots twice because it got a little too deep, and I had to apply again in order to get that form-fitted seal. Did the same thing on the Firebox side. A little bit worse for the wear on this side, but that's probably a year and a half worth of using it. I also put in this heat tube that I use. It's a scoop that sits here in the Firebox, picks up the heat and smoke, sends it down that tube over here into the smoking chamber. You have to excuse my welding, I'm not a welder, but it works. So the smoke comes down these tubes, and it basically spreads it out over the chamber, and you don't end up getting that really hot portion right up here on the Firebox, because the Firebox hole is pretty large on this grill. So that ends up spreading the heat out some. This other smoker that I have here, you can see where you can't put meat up here in the front, I don't know, maybe quarter of the grill, because it just gets too hot on that side. So that's it on the mods. The frame of it, I got a little bit of rust here on the bottom. I'll throw some oil on that and season it up. Other than that, I'd say holding up well. There's the dryer vent smokestack holding up. Neighbor beeping at me there. So holding up well. I have to say, going into year 3, and it looks pretty good.